All right, so that is where Bitcoin is. Okay, so you can see this is 1 hour chart. All right, so Bitcoin, let me just expand this so everyone can see. Okay, so you can see Bitcoin was actually over here, right? Moving sideways. Can you see that? It was moving sideways. Let me put probably a 4 hour here. All right, so Bitcoin was moving sideways, okay, for a few days. Can you see that? For a few days. But the range, okay, can you see the range is not really enough, okay? The range was enough. So it was moving sideways. And then we saw the breakout, okay? Let me go to 1 hour. So we saw the breakout somewhere here. Can you see that? So Bitcoin came down and then the breakout all the way, right? So currently we are close to about 50,000, right? We have already broke the 50,000 limit. I have put my resistance here about 50,500. So I expect Bitcoin to hit somewhere here and go sideways. All right, it will go sideways again. So this is where people don't understand, okay? Because they see, right? Bitcoin was going up, they make money. And after that, when Bitcoin goes sideways, right? They might not see any profit. Can you see that? They might just have to wait. So that is the same thing. Can you see that? All this sideways, right? Indecisive. Market were indecisive. It was moving sideways. So how can you expect profit when Bitcoin is moving sideways? Can you see that? So when it's moving sideways, right? Probably market is a little bit slow. So we have to wait. Can you just imagine you wait for a few days, but then you make a boom, right? You make the boom. You recovered everything that you waited from, right? So that is how we read the market, okay? When it comes to quantitative trading, right? That is how it works at the end of it. So in waiting, you actually make the money, right? In waiting, you make the money. So those people who get frustrated here and they go and sell manually, they are the biggest loser. All right. So let me repeat that once again. All right. Those people who couldn't wait and they go and sell manually, all right, they are the biggest loser. Because when they sell, right, after they sell, the market then goes up, right? And then they say, how can the market do this to me? It's not the market do it to you. It is you yourself are very emotional and impatient that you cannot control yourself and you are the one who sold it. All right. Now, maybe I am talking because I'm a veteran in the cryptocurrency market. I already been there since 2014. So I have seen this market, right? So much. So for me, it's like it is a normal thing, you know, but for the new people, the novice, right? You are just coming in this year. So you get very, very agitated, really, really frustrated, disappointed, you know, because you think that this is a, this is a quick rich scheme. Tomorrow you want to become a multi-millionaire because you just bought one Bitcoin. All right. So please, you don't really understand what you are doing. And I always mention, okay, if you want a fixed return, let's say 1% per day, right? Don't join Royal Quantitative, please. All right. If you want a fixed return, go and find other portfolio. Right? Because Royal Quantitative is a real trading and we are trading in the market. So when you are trading in the market, right, someday you get 0.5. Someday you even get nothing. Let me tell you something. Someday you even never get nothing. But someday you get 5% profit. Can you see that? So your 5% recovers you for all the day that you actually lost. All right. So I need to make these things very clear. And you know, guys, I am a very straightforward guy. I don't like to hype things around. That's why when people ask me, how much can I make when I join your scene strategy? We tell them we guarantee nothing because the market is uncertain. If anybody can guarantee you, they are lying to you. Right? If anybody can guarantee you, they are lying to you. And I don't like to lie to anyone. So right, if you can get 10% a month, 15% a month, I think you should be grateful to God for doing nothing. You get 10%. Am I right? For doing nothing, all right, you get 10% a month. I think it's very good. But if you want a fixed return, okay, I would advise you, please don't join Royal Quantitative. Okay, please don't join Royal Quantitative. I think I'm going to discourage many of the new one here today. But let me tell you something. If you want a fixed return, this is not. All right. If you don't believe me, ask the traders. They will tell you there is no fixed return for traders. All right. Traders doesn't make fixed return. All right. Traders, sometimes they make nothing. Sometimes they lose everything. But thank God in quantitative trading, we never lose. Okay. Market goes down. There is only floating loss, which is unrealized loss. You only lost You only lost if you sell it manually. All right, you sell it at your own discretion. That's where you actually at loss. Okay, so don't do that. Don't do that. Just wait. It's okay. And some people, right, they don't see the result. Then they go and check. There are certain settings. They go and change it. If you are scene strategy and the setting is already fixed by the scene strategy owner, you don't touch it. If you touch it, that's where you start to have a problem with your profitability. So that's why it's difficult to answer anyone who says that they are not getting the result, because we need to diagnose back what actually they did with their bot. So to diagnose that, right, it's not easy. Okay, please understand that. So it's not really easy. Okay, with the growth of the team and so on. But I hope you guys understand. All right. Is Andy here? Andy, are you there? Sorry, is Andy around? Is Andy around? How about if my admin, is any of my admin here? Oh, today I'm alone. All right, I think they might be not here. Sorry, I just tried to see if I... let me see, all right? I don't think so. I think some of you asking. Might be some of you who are in the chat, right, can put up the link for the Telegram group so that those who are asking for the Telegram, they can actually get the link over there. All right? Oh, that would be awesome. Just help me out with that. Good to have you, Christian Bovoro, all the way from Papua New Guinea. Christian, good to have you. Awesome. Okay, great. Are you guys ready?
My brother.
Are you all ready? Is everyone ready? Can we proceed?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yes. Okay, awesome. Let's go on, because I don't want to wait for anyone. Once I give the time, I want to honor everyone who is here. So let's
yes, sir.
On. All right, I will mute everyone, okay? And then once I finish the presentation, then I will unmute everyone for Q&A, all right? Okay, I will temporarily just off the thing. Okay, let's go on. Okay, all right. Greetings to each and every one of you. First of all, it is really a honor, truly humble, all right, to be able to come every single week. I look forward for Tuesdays because this is the time that we can actually engage and interact as a team, all right? And also these are the time you can actually ask me anything. That's why we call it as AMA session, ask me anything, so that, you can have the assurance, okay, that you are being part of Jdwinner. You know who is JD, okay? Dr. John David. Who is John David, who is the people behind it. I think that's really important for you to know, right? And also from here, you will be able to understand, my perspective, how I look into the crypto market, how I look into the quantitative trading and so on. Just a little bit, okay, about my background. I've been doing trading for over 7 years in the Forex market, especially the gold trading. I'm also basically a subject matter expert in leverage trading, whereby we actually do crypto leverage trading for many, many years. I have personally experienced in Martingale strategy for 3.5 years. So I understand how the Martingale strategy works, and I've been using Martingale strategy for my manual leverage trading, and we make probably about 200 to 300% profit every single week by doing manual trading, right? So Martingale strategy is something that I love. So when I get to know about Royal Quantitative, and Royal Quantitative use Martingale strategy, but it is done automatically, the auto replenishment, which we call averaging, all right? I was really excited about it. So what happened is that I left, although I'm still doing my manual trading, but I was really focusing more into the automated trading. So that is the reason why I actually I actually created this opportunity because of my experience, this opportunity, so that people can also take advantage of this, especially the SYN strategy. All right. So, so today we are here. I'm going to run through with you a few of the agendas so that you understand how this whole SYN strategy actually works. So if this is your first time, all right, so probably this will really help you. Those already SYN strategy, this could probably be a refresher. And probably there are a few other questions that I'll be answering the team today. So now if you look into the agenda, right? The agenda today, we're going to just cover a few important things. One is definitely I want to run through the resilient, Jdwinner resilience strategy, explain to you about the process, how you can actually SYN effectively. And also I want to highlight common frequent asked question, okay? So this will be a very important, I think, common question people always have in the Telegram group. So I want to just highlight those frequent asked questions. So if I already cover this frequent asked question, you might not want to ask this question later on during the AMA session. And also we have some new features, okay, in the bot. I just want to quickly cover that new features. And also probably I want to run through the API and the IP address. You know that we already have the latest announcement by the company. They have actually asked us to reapply. Okay, reapply means the old IP address will no longer be relevant. So you have to reapply. To reapply, you also have to replace the current API. All right. So we're going to run through that quickly so that everyone understands how to go about it. Now, so for the resilience strategy, everyone know that this strategy is basically designed. Okay, I designed the strategy both for the bullish market and for the bearish market. Right, basically. So if you look into the strategy, we have both the warehouse and the sub-bin. Now, the warehouse, I got no issue about it because the warehouse was designed for the bullish market. So if the market is bullish, everyone will be able to actually make profit. They can see profit if you're at the warehouse. But now when the market is actually declining, you need the sub-bin mode. Now, this is where we have the resilience strategy coming into the to withstand the volatility of the market. All right, so now when the sub-bin mode is actually ineffective, okay, the resilient mode is ineffective, that's where you start to generate profit. All right, so now this is important, okay, because some people, they go and stop the margin call and so on. Don't do that, okay? If you are SYN strategy, don't do that. Just leave it, because the more the margin call, the better it is. All right, the more the margin call. So if you look at the margin call, okay, let's say, for example, from 5th, 6th, 7th, all the way 13, right? All these are basically for the resilience strategy, right? So the more lower it gets, the more massive your profit will be when the market rebound, all right? So now please understand this, okay? These are the Martingale Concept, okay? Martingale Concept when come to the SYN strategy, all right? When come to the SYN strategy. So please understand that. So you don't have to do anything. So once you SYN, right? Once you SYN, you should leave it to the bot. Even if it is floating, you don't need to worry about it. Like today, right? I think today many people saw profit. Although the market were floating, although it is in red, people are still seeing the profit because the bot is taking profit at each of those sub-bin. All right? So from 1 to 4 is what we call warehouse. And then from 5 all the way to 13 is what we call a sub-bin mode. All right? So please understand that. Now, let me just run through this very quickly. And if you have any question later on, I don't want to make things too technical because most people don't really understand, all right? Just want to make things a layman term so that every one of you can relate this very, very easily. So now, first thing, all right, if you have never SYN before, all right, if you have never SYN before, these are basically the process, all right, the process that you have to go through when you actually come into the SYN strategy. Now, let me just run through quickly, okay, the process, how you're going to basically SYN. Now, the first thing, right, the first thing you need to do, make sure you on the professional edition, all right? So you see that people, right, people don't really watch the video. Second thing, they don't really read the footnotes in the coin selection matrix. That's why they make mistake. We have people who actually SYN before they even actually on the professional edition. Can you see that? Now, it's actually not a major thing whether you on or you don't on. But the problem is that if you have lesser coin, it's fine. But if you have, example, 30 coins or 25 coins and you never on this, you will never see those coins, okay, under the professional edition open up. All right, because I use a lot of these professional edition coins because the professional edition coins are quite volatile coin, and we need the volatile coin in order for us to take a much better profit. All right. So now to make this rule simple, right? Everyone, please make sure you on the professional edition. Okay. So now if you look into your board, okay, you have the mine. Under the mine there, you will see that professional edition. So what you need to do, just enable it. Just enable it, and you will see there is a question or there is a test. Okay, there's a test over there. Just answer those tests. And even if you answer wrong, don't worry, because they will always give you the correct answer in green. And just select those statements in green and you are through. That is it. All right. So the moment you actually activate the professional edition, so then you will be able to see. Okay, I think in the new features, okay, I will explain to you later. Under the new features, they already separated general and professional. All right. So that makes it easy. Okay. And please understand, there is no more orange coin, black coin. Okay. They have removed the color. So you do not need the color anymore because we already have general and professional. Let me just quickly bring you to the board. Okay. So that you can relate what I'm trying to say here. All right. So this is the board. Okay. This is the board. All right. You can see now I have this test account. Okay. This is the test account. This account is running about 9 coins. Now, if you go under the mine, okay, you see the professional edition there. Make sure you enable that. Now, second thing, right? If you go under quantitative, now can you? Oh, I won't be able to show it here because this is the older version. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Okay, no worries. I won't be able to show it here because this is the older version. I've not updated this. But if you look into the new version, right, do you realize there is a general at the top here, right? You will see general and professional, all right? Now, if you look at that, right, you can actually select the general and the professional. So the professional is actually you will only see that when you activate the professional edition, all right? So make sure that, okay, just look at the top here, okay? If you look under Binance and Huobi, both, okay, both will have the general and professional at the top. All right. So just take a look at that. Sorry, I won't be able to show you here because this is still the older version. Okay, let me just get back to my slide. Okay, so that's just the first thing you need to do. Okay, make sure you enable the professional edition. Now, next is that once you have done that, okay, what you need to do is that make sure you go and search for Jdwinner. So you click the circle. All right, you click the circle. So under the circle here, what you need to do once you click the circle, you go and search for Jdwinner. All right, search for Jdwinner, ID 1635. Okay, 1635, that is Jdwinner. And once you have searched for it, and then you will be able to actually get to this page. Okay, under this page, you will see Binance and Huobi. All right, Binance and Huobi. So you can actually do the scene strategy for both of the exchanges at the same time. All right. So if you are doing for Binance, make sure you click Binance. If you are doing for Huobi, make sure you select Huobi. So if you select Binance at the bottom here, you will see the scene strategy. All right. So click the scene strategy. Now, once you click the scene strategy, okay, before you proceed, please make sure, all right, you refer to the coin selection matrix to determine the FOA, which is the first order amount, and also the NOC, which is the number of coins based on the allocated trading capital. All right. So this is very important, and you need to make sure you adhere. All right. You adhere 100% to the requirement here. Okay. Especially your trading capital. So based on the trading capital, we have already allocated the FOA and also the number of NOC. All right. So once you have actually seen, okay, when you follow this requirement, you do not need to worry about anything. Okay. The bot will know what to do. Now, before I proceed to that, okay, now some of you may ask question, right? Why is it that I'm still using FOA 10, whereby the company actually already recommended to use 15? Now, please understand for Binance, all right, if you look into the trading rules in Binance, the trading rule in Binance is still $10, all right? But the company recommended 15 doesn't mean you need to actually move to 15. You need to justify that. Now, if I actually introduce the resilience strategy whereby we have 13 calls, okay? If you follow 15, you have to pay per coin. It's about 210. So you need to allocate $210 per coin. But I'm still going to keep it to $10. All right. And if I keep it at $10, you only need about $155 per coin. So now Jdwinner users will save about 26% per coin. Can you see that? So I think this is a very significant saving. But the thing is that it's not about the saving. So why is it the company recommended 15? Because of what we call a slippage. All right. Now, please understand what is slippage. Slippage is basically when the bot actually buys the trade, okay, at $10, it never buys at $10. It will be about $10.60 or sometimes $11. Now, this is what we call slippage. All right, slippage. So now, in order to solve this problem, I have already allocated the slippage allowance into the $155. So now, if you logically see, right, 13 calls, if you do $10, right, it is only 130, right? And then you plus the first order, which is 10, so total is 140. So why is it I have actually made 155? Because I have added another 11% based on the studies that we have conducted. I have added another 11% on top of that, so it is become 155. Can you see that? So now this is a brilliant way to do it because you do not need to go for $15 first order. You can still maintain the $10, but all that you need to do is to factor in the slippage allowance. Okay, this is what we call slippage allowance. Okay, so in this manner, right, I think you do not need to really worry if even when the market goes down to 13 calls. All right, you will be still able, okay, to have sufficient fund because we have factored in the slippage allowance. So please understand, okay, because what I'm doing, I justify it with the data. All right, so this is important. So we don't want to just listen to recommendation. We want to justify with data and also go back to Binance. And in Binance, the trading rules, okay, it is still $10 minimum order. So if Binance changed to 15, then we got no choice. All right, then Jdwinner have to change to 15. Please understand that. And also for Huobi, right? Huobi is much better because their minimum order is only $5. All right. So, but our first order remains same, which is $10. So we are not going to reduce the Huobi. Okay. So please take note of that. Now, when it comes to the coin selection matrix, right? This is the most important thing that ensures the success of the SYN strategy. Because when you talk about the SYN strategy, right? The strategy has already been factored into the coin selection matrix. So it is important for everyone who is part of Jdwinner to actually adhere and follow the coin selection matrix. Now, please understand, right? For Jdwinner SYN strategy, the maximum coin for Binance and Huobi is only 30. All right. So you can only go maximum 30. That's the reason why if you look into the number of coins here, you will see maximum is only 30. All right. There is no more than 30. All right. So please take note. Now, strictly abide by the trading capital, the FOA and NOC at all time. Okay. So you follow the trading capital. All right. So when you come in, right, you must look into your trading capital. So if you have 155, then you go for the first order amount 10 and the number of coin will be 1. Now, let's say you say, I want to do 10 coins. So if you want to do 10 coin, look at 10. What will be the trading capital? $1,560. All right. So that will be the trading capital. So in this manner, everything is already fixed. Everything is within the parameter. So you don't need to really worry about insufficient funds. So make sure you follow the trading capital allocation, right? This is so important. Now, professional addition, make sure it is on before you sync. And then for the slippage, for the synchronized open double, make sure it is off. And the slippage tolerance is factored for all the trading capital, okay, to prevent margin call notification when there is insufficient fund. Now, ensure the fuel fee, right? The fuel and the strategy fee are sufficient. So make sure you maintain the fuel fee always above $10. Now, the bot by default will actually notify you when it reaches $10. So it notifies you to remind you to actually top up your fuel. Now, if you refuse, okay, to obey the notification and it goes down to $2, the bot will stop working. Now, don't do that because if you are doing SYN strategies autopilot and you got no time to watch sometime, and if the bot hit the $2, it will stop operating, your profit will be affected. Now, when you top up, okay, when you top up the fuel fee, now you need to cancel the sync and sync once again, and that is actually troublesome. All right. So don't allow this to happen, please. Okay. What's your fuel fee? Even if you put extra, doesn't matter, because the fuel fee is only deducted according to your profit. So from the profit, 20% will be deducted from your fuel fee, and the sin strategy is 1%. So that means 21%. So if you make $1 profit, 21% will be 21 cents. Can you see that? That's how it works. So if you make 1% profit, 21% is of the 1% profit. Okay, please understand that. All right. And the other thing is that it is 100% autopilot. All right. So strictly do not alter any trade settings once you have already synced. All right. So just leave it. Now, some people ask who is going to actually decide the coins and so on. Once you sync, you do not need to worry, because the coins, what are the coins and so on, will be decided by Jdwinner. All right. So I will be doing that because I am monitoring the market. So I know which coin that I want to select, which is the appropriate coin that can actually deliver optimum profit. So that is the reason why your job is only to decide the number of coins, not the types of coins. All right. You only decide the NOC, not the types. You don't need to worry about the types. All right. Okay, great. Now, some people, right, they do the sin. They also want to do manual. Can you do that? Yes, you can do that. But please, do not disrupt the fund that is allocated for the sin strategy. All right. You want to do manual, you can do it yourself. That is under your own discretion. How you select the coin is up to you. But make sure you don't disrupt the fund that you already allocated for the sin strategy. Now, this is the biggest problem we have in the group, because the people doing sin, they're also doing manual. And then when the sin is actually not profiting, they blame the sin strategy, but actually the fund is depleted because they do manual. All right. So please be very careful, okay, of this information. And I want our team to understand this very, very clearly, because I don't want your sin strategy performance to be affected. Now, once you have already determined, decided from the coin selection matrix, so what you need to do, you need to input, okay, you need to input the FOA and the NOC. Can you see that? First buy amount, we actually call this as a first order amount for Jdwinner. And then for the number of strategy, this is actually the number of coins. All right, so we call it as a NOC. All right, so do get used to our terms, okay, because every circle may have their own terms. For Jdwinner, this is the terms that we use, so it is easier. And then you have to tap on the synchronized open double. Make sure, okay, it is off. All right, make sure it is off. Do not on this, please. And thereafter, you tap on the sin strategy. Now, the moment you tap on the sin strategy, okay, by right, almost instant, all your trades, all your coins will be opened up almost instant, right? So please understand that. Now, once you have already, let's say you have already, done your sin strategy, and later on you decided that you want to add a few more coins. All right. So let's say you started with a 10 and then you want to add another 2 more coins, for example. Now you can read the notes here. Okay. If you want to edit the FOA and the NOC. So you can see that if you initially had $10 and you want to change to $20, or initially you had 2 coins and you want to add another 1 coin. Now then in the FOA, you must input 20, and in the NOC column, you must input 3, the total amount. So if you already have, let's say 10, and you want to actually add another 2. So the total amount is how much? 12. So you need to add 12 coins, okay, not 2 coins. Please understand that. So when you add 12 coins, the bot knows that 10 coin is running. So the bot will only open additional another 2 coins. All right. Now let me demonstrate it, okay, quickly for you. So now if I get back into my bot here, right, into my bot here, you can see I got trades that is basically going on here. Now let me just get back to my home here, okay, or my home here. So now these are basically all the sin strategy that is going on, right? So now let me just quickly get into the circle and show you how to do the sync. I've already done the sync here, okay, but I'm going to cancel the sync, and thereafter I'm going to add probably another 1 coin. So now how many coin I have here? I have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 coin. Can you see that? So now let's add 1 more coin. So I go to the circle here, and I then go and look for Jdwinner. All right, now over here, right? What you need to do, can you see strategy for Jdwinner 7290? Now you click on 7290, the percentage. All right, so here I want to actually add another one coin. Okay, so how do I do that? I cancel the sync. All right, I cancel. Now, some people, right, they are like, oh, if I cancel, what happened to all my trades? Nothing happens. Okay, don't worry about it. Your trades will be still going on the initial parameter that you already set. So you do not need to worry. Okay, it will not disrupt your trade. So you confirm here. So once you confirm, all right, so what will happen? Okay, it is already actually successfully canceled. All right, let me just confirm this again. All right, so once it is successfully canceled, you will see it will actually return back to blue. So what I want to do, I'm going to sync again. So I click the sync strategy, and over here, right, I'm going to maintain my first order 10, and now number of strategy, I want to add one more, right? So I'm going to put here 10, not 9, because 9 coin is currently running. So I want to add one more coin, so I'm going to put 10, okay, the total amount. Okay, so the profit sharing is 1%. We maintain that, okay, you don't need to do anything. This is basically the profit sharing for the sync strategy for you using the sync strategy service. Synchronize double, do not touch this, all right? Just leave it, and then you click sync strategy, confirm. So now once you confirm, right, you go back to the home, all right? You get to the home and you will see, okay, a new coin, okay, will open up. Can you see? I got a new coin here, IOST, just open up, all right? So that is now makes the whole coin how many? 10 coin, all right? 10 coins. So I got 10 coins now, total running here. Now, the other thing I want to quickly also show you, right? If you look into all these coins that is running, everything, how do you know it is a sync strategy? Can you see there is a sync strategy there? All right, so every coin that is under the sync strategy, you will see the word sync strategy. And please understand, okay, you do not need to worry about cycle, one shot, and so on. Just leave it. Because all this will follow exactly as Jdwinner. So whatever setting that I actually do, it will be automatically at your side. Even if you change this to one shot, all right, at certain point, it will automatically change back to cycle because it will follow as Jdwinner. So now, how long will this coin be running? This coin will be running as long as Jdwinner coin is running. So if I close this trade for this coin, yours will be closed once it take the profit. Please understand. Let me repeat that once again. Now, let's say that, for example, I'm running KSM here and Jdwinner running KSM. Now, Jdwinner. I'm sorry, my internet dropped. Let me just get back to the presentation once again. Okay. Is this where we stop? Can you hear me? Okay, somebody might be, I need somebody to communicate with me. MP, are you there, MP? MP, are you there?
Yo.
Okay, MP, is it where I stopped just now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. So let's just continue back from here, right? Okay, great. Okay, so I was mentioning earlier, right? For example, okay, if you understand, right? KSM, let me take KSM for example. Okay, KSM is about minus 3.5%. Now, if I click here, right, you can see KSM is currently at about at the warehouse, call number 4, which is still in the warehouse. All right. Now, let's say, for example, right, Jdwinner also have KSM, but Jdwinner closed the KSM in profit. Now, when Jdwinner closed the KSM in profit, will your KSM close now? No. Your KSM will only close once once this cycle is complete in profit, although I have already closed my trade. So now, when I close my trade, all right, what happens to your trade when your trade close? It will close. Will it still open KSM? it depends whether Jdwinner still open KSM or Jdwinner already stopped opening KSM. So if Jdwinner no longer open KSM, you will no longer have KSM, but a new coin will be executed. Can you understand me? So that is how it works. Now, some people, right? Some people, they don't understand because they come from a Forex background. In Forex, copy trading is different. In Forex copy trading, if the copy trader actually take profit, you also take profit. It doesn't happen here in that way. All right? It doesn't happen. That is the reason why different people are seeing strategy at a different time. Some people see strategy when the market is low. So when they see strategy, they see the profit much faster than those who see strategy when the market is high. Can you see that? So the same person who have a 10 coins can actually have a different result because they seen at a different time. Can you see that? And also please understand that the same person, you can be brother and sister, and you can sing with Jdwinner with 10 coins, but both of you will have a different types of coins. And the different types of coin can even deliver different types of results. So that is the reason why it is not easy for you to judge just because, oh, I put in $1,000, you also put in, how can your result is better than mine? That is not the right way to actually compare the result because of the types of coins and also the different timing of sync. Even if you sync at the same time, the types of coins will be completely different. All right. So now if you look into this KSM, right? Now, if you look, so what you can do is that, do you see the transaction record? You can click the record. Now, if you click the record, now, can you see this coin, right? Have just sold at actually sub-bid mode 5. Isn't that awesome? So which simply means this coin was actually already in the sub-bid mode 5 for quite some time. Can you see? Sub-bid mode 5 for quite some time already. Can you see? Sub-bid mode 6. Can you see that? Number of call is 6. So when the market goes up, right? That's why I told you earlier, when it is in the sub-bid mode, that is where you start to see the bot is making profit for you. So you can see, although my coin here already go down to sub-bid 6, but then you can see that it start to sell at sub-bid 6, then it went up at sub-bid 5. Can you see that? And then you can see all the way it takes profit at sub-bid 5. And now it goes all the way up to sub-bid 5. And now it is already in sub-bid 4. Now in sub-bid 4, does the coin need to go through 3, 2, 1? No. It only hit the next profit. All the sub-bid 3, 2, 1 will be closed. Can you see that? So now, over here, I got how much position? I got $54 position here. So when my bot hit, okay, where will we hit? Can you see that? Take profit trigger is 355. So now my average price is 350. So that is another $5. So another $5, which is about 3.5%. So if the market goes up and hit my profit trigger, another 3%, I will close this whole $54 in profit. All right. So I hope you can roughly understand how these things works. Okay. Now let me see if I have another coin which is under the sub-bid mode. A lot of coin. Okay. Now we have here one. Okay. You can see here this is already in the sub-bid 5. All right. Now let's look into the transaction record. Now can you see that in the transaction record, I have this coin already hit even sub-bid 6. Can you see that? 6. So from 6, because the market went up, so what happens now? It actually went all the way up to sub-bid 5. So now if you look, right, when will this actually take profit? You click the sub warehouse. Now when you click sub warehouse, you will see the average price here, 30,816. So what is the current price? 30,834. All right, can you see that? So once he actually hit, okay, this average price, all right, at this price, it will then close the sub-bid 5. And thereafter, now if you look into the percentage, this percentage is not the difference between current price and the fifth call. It's actually the difference between average price and the current price. All right, so you must understand that. Okay, this is just to give you just some clear understanding how this whole thing works. Okay, So now once the fifth call is hit, it will then go to the sub-in. So this sub-warehouse, okay, this sub-warehouse will no longer exist. All right, so if you want to look into your sub-warehouse, just click the sub-warehouse and you can see all the sub-warehouse. Now, let me just see if there is any other sub-warehouse there. Today was good because a lot of the 6 and 7 are closed because market was actually going up. All right. All right, can you see that? So once it closed, right, it will go. Now, if you look into, okay, sorry, let me just see any other com. All right, com. Okay, all these are good. Okay, you can see. Okay, so you can actually look into your transaction records. Okay, transaction record. That's the most important thing. So previously there is a record in the home page. Right now there is no more. They have removed it and they have actually put all the transaction record for each of those coins over there. Right. So that's just to give you a quick highlight. Okay, how to go about your SIN strategy and also to understand some of these things that you are seeing in your board. Okay, so this is just to give you a quick update of it. Now, if you click the revenue, right, you click the revenue, you can see, although today, right, although today the market went up, especially Bitcoin, and then you can see because there is a lot of coins in the sub-bin mode, right, so the result is much better. All right, the result is much better. So you can click over there. Okay, I think this is the old version. The new version, you can see the detail, okay? So this is one of my test results. So you can see, all right, this is a test result. I'm actually doing a testing for this SIN strategy. So the past 2 days, the market were down. Although the market were down, the bot is still making profit. Now, at the end of it, right, for me, right, if you look into the resilience strategy, the resilience strategy is still delivering profit, although the market is down. That is the most important. All right, so if you are not able to see profit, right, do check your settings and so on. Make sure it is correct because once it moves to the sub-bin mode, by right, even at the sub-bin mode, it should be delivering profit. All right, so that's the whole idea of it. So that's the beauty, right? At least the bot is still delivering profit every single day. All right, that is the most important thing. So now, anyhow, the day is not closed. It will only close 12 midnight Singapore time. So we might see a much better result. Okay, much better result later on. Okay, let's get back to our slide. Okay, so that's basically on the quickly on the SIN strategy. So I hope now you can relate, okay, how to go about it. And also when you want to change your FOA NOC, what needs to be done. Now let's move on. So now, once you already sync, right, these are just a quick check that you are synced correctly. All right, there are 3 checkpoints here. Make sure the first thing you see the sub-bin mode is enabled. The second thing, make sure, right, it must always read stop margin call. All right, if you see it's read initiate or open, make sure you change it. Sorry, make sure you change it. It must read stop margin call. Okay, don't go and click the stop margin call. If you click, it will then initiate the margin call. Don't do that. All right. And then on the strategy mode, make sure it is always on the sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. Now, let me explain this. Okay, let me explain this. Now, the whole warehouse is 1 to 4. All right, 1 to 4. Now, if you set 1 to 4, you only use whole warehouse. Now, what is a sub-bin mode? Sub-bin mode here means when you are doing the sub-bin mode, when the trading is actually on the sub-bin mode, there is no real-time settlement, which means you won't see your profit until the bot closes all the trade, all the position until all the position are closed. Then only your profit will get back into your revenue detail. So if you select the sub-bin mode, you won't see a real-time settlement. So that is the reason why for Jdwinner, we're using a sub-bin mode real-time settlement so that every time the bot closes the position in the sub-bin mode, it will settle your profit and also take the company will take their fees. All right, so please understand. So some people, right, they say that I'm not seeing profit. I'm not seeing profit. I'm not seeing profit. Why is it? Probably it is in sub-bin mode. So go and check, okay? Make sure it is on the correct mode. Now, if the position already in the sub-bin mode, you cannot change it. All right, you cannot change it. So you have to wait until it goes at the warehouse in order for you to change it back to the sub-bin mode real time. So please be very careful. Okay, so once you already sing, if you are not sure, did I sing properly? These are the 3 checkpoints, and there is one more checkpoint, which is 13 margin calls. All right, so just make sure. Okay, so if you get into the bot, right? If you get into the bot, all right, just click. Okay, just click any of it, so you will be able to see. Can you see that? Sub-bid mode, stop margin call, and if you click the scene strategy, it must shows you sub-bid mode real-time settlement. All right. Now, if you get down, right, you see here margin call is 13. So 13 means this is using resilience strategy. Now, if you have 9, okay, that is basically the previous 2.0 strategy. All right. Now, if you have other things like 9 and 13, if you have other than that, I'm not so sure which strategy you actually seen. All right. So please be very careful. And sometimes people go and play around the trade setting, right? They go and play around here. Now, if you touch the trade setting, you are on your own. Okay. I won't be responsible for your trading. All right. I can't be responsible for that if people go and change all this setting. All right. Don't go and change all the margin configuration. Okay. All these things are done based on study. And these are ratios. There are ratios that you have to follow when it comes to martingale strategy. All right. So if you touch any of this setting, all right, I will not be able to actually help you. That is the reason why we don't want to firefight. Okay. That's why we don't want people to touch any of the setting. So please understand that. So this is all already fixed, okay? These are already fixed. So means there are 4 things that you need to confirm, okay? Since sub-bid mode, make sure it is stop margin call. Strategy mode, make sure it is a real-time settlement, all right? And then if you go down, the margin limit must be 13. That is under resilience strategy. Okay, so we have not really tested 13 yet, okay? So I'm hoping if the market comes down, we will test all the 13. At this moment, I think we are testing about 6 or 7. All right, 6 or 7 or 8, which is good. All right, which is good. And a lot have already gone up back to the warehouse. Okay, I think that's brilliant. That's really brilliant. Okay. Okay, now let me just cover some of these frequent asked questions. Okay, and thereafter I'm going to open up for the AMA session. Ask me anything if there's anything else that you want to clarify. Now, the first FAQ, right, is that the number of coins. Can you see that? Now, you do a scene strategy, right, and then the number of coins not executed fully. Example, right, you scene 4, but only 3 is executed. Now, please understand, okay, these are common algorithm issue that can happen. This is nothing to do with the scene strategy because I am running 30 coins for Binance and 30 coins for Huobi 24/7. I never reduce my coin, but I keep changing my coin. All right. So now, the only issue here will be technical, which is related to the bot. And sometimes, please understand, your bot may be different than another person's bot because you have different application in your bot that can interrupt your own device. All right. So that is the reason why. What you need to do, right? Recommended action. You cancel sync, and then you input the FOA and NOC once again, and then you sync strategy once again. Now, if the problem persists, right, you do not need to tell us. Just go and report it to the support. Okay, you go to the support under mine, and then Royal Queue feedback. You take the screenshot and tell them, I did 4, but now I only got 3, and I've tried to cancel and resync, but it is still the same. Let the support handle your bot because they know what to do. All right. So that is the first FAQ. Okay. The first problem that we normally find. These are common issues. Okay. So don't need to worry about it. Now, the second thing is that how to change the FOA, okay, or an NOC while the bot is actively trading. Can you change that? Yes, you can change that. Now, there are 2 conditions here. Okay. Let me explain the 2 conditions. Now, the first condition is that you want to change the FOA and NOC higher. All right. Higher. So now, what you need to do, okay, first thing, just a moment, okay, I will open up for questioning, all right? Let me finish the FAQ first. You don't have to raise your hand, all right? Now, you want to change your FOA NOC higher. So if you want to do that, okay, the first thing, always refer back to the coin selection matrix. Now, example, right? Your current FOA is 10. You want to change it to 20. And then your current NOC, you want to add 2 more coins. So your total NOC will be 4. So what you need to do? So in your NOC column, you need to input 4. Can you see that? So in your FOC column, you're going to input 20, and your NOC column, you're going to input 4. So the bot, okay, will execute additional 2 coins on top of the 2 coins which is actively running. So now total you will have 4 coins, okay, at FOA 20. Now, over here, right, please understand, your 2 coins will be still running FOA 10. But your 2 new coins will be running on FOA 20 and to FOA 20 until the old coins are closed, then only automatically it will go back to the new setting. All right, so please understand that. Now, there is another event. If you are already in an old scene strategy, right, scene strategy 1.0 or 2.0, and you want to now reduce or lower your FOA and NOC. Now, if you want to lower, right, example, your current FOA is 20 and you want to change it to 10. So you can go and change it, okay? FOA 20, you change to 10. And your current NOC is 10 and you want to change it to 7 because let's say you don't have enough trading or you already maximized 30 coins, all right? And you no longer, or you don't have enough trading fund, but you want to reduce the NOC and FOA. So in the NOC column, right, you only need to input 7. Please understand that because you already have 10. So you're going to input 7 and in your FOA, you're going to input 10. But please understand the changes will only take place in the next cycle once the current trades are closed, right? So bot will not interfere your trade just because you change the scene strategy. No, that is the protocol. So the bot will keep running, and once the trades, okay, your position is closed, then only later on the bot will execute FOA 10 and number of coin will be 7. So in this manner, right, it will not disrupt your trading fund because your trading fund, okay, you can still use the same trading fund in order to actually run the new FOA and the number of coins, okay? So please understand these 2 conditions, all right? Because some people, they want to increase. Some people, they want to actually decrease or lower those FOA and NOC. So this is the second frequent asked question. Now, the third, okay, Now, the third is that you will always see this notification, right? That the trade or the position failed to cover short position due to insufficient exchange balance. Now, this is the insufficient balance in your spot wallet, right? Spot wallet. Why is this happen? Because they never follow the coin selection matrix. Now, if you follow the coin selection matrix, all right, normally you will not actually encounter this problem. All right. And also sometimes because they run scene strategy, they do manual. The manual trading is taking up the fund from the scene strategy. All right. And this kind of notification happen. Now, don't worry about this notification. Okay. Now, I am only going to relate to the scene strategy. Now, let's say you already have 13 calls, right? And then when you hit the 12 calls, you already see this notice, right? So don't worry about it. Now, this is a common notification due to fund depleted in your spot wallet. So you do not need to worry. So what is the recommendation? Just ignore it. All right. Bot will no longer trigger margin calls. Instead, will wait for market to rebound and close the position in profit once the profit trigger point is hit. All right. So you do not need to worry. So once you hit, you see the notification, bot will no longer actually, will no longer trigger the replenishment. So the bot will stop. Now, these are built-in characteristic or features for the bot, okay, because the bot will automatically stop. So that's why you will see immediately your stop margin, you will see initiate because the bot actually automatically stop your margin call. All right. So you do not need to worry. Just leave it because the bot will then open back the margin call later on when the fund is available. All right. So I hope that is clear. Now, the third. I hope this will never happen, okay? The third, the platform balance is insufficient, $10. All right, please supplement in time. Now, you see, when you are trading, please understand that the fuel fee, right? The company tell you to actually allocate in advance the fuel fee. Why? Because Royal Q cannot go to your Binance to deduct your fund. Please understand that. They don't do that. They are not given the authority to actually withdraw or touch your fund in your Binance account. So therefore, the business strategy is to allocate this amount in your asset wallet, okay, so that there will be sufficient for the fuel fee. All right. So now, what happened is that if you look at the defaulted setting, all right, defaulted setting, let me just quickly bring you there, okay, show you the board. So if you go under mine, okay, you will see under the asset over here, all right, under the asset, all right. Now you will see here you have the, this is the old one, okay, old one. I think the new one, you have the RP, right? So this is the old version, okay? Now, if you look into the old version at the top here, right, you will see there is actually, there will be something here at the top here. You click that, you will see defaulted. You can actually change that value inside that. That is actually for your fuel fee, all right? You can change. So by default, it will be actually $10, all right? By default, it will be $10. So now what happened, right? So when you are trading, remember, okay, when you are doing an autopilot, you are making a lot of profit. The bot is closing your trade because it is a scalping. Okay, it is a high frequency trading. It is a scalping. So whenever it is doing a high frequency, it will close your trade. Every time it closes the trade, your fuel fee will be deducted. Your fuel fee will be deducted. All right. So once it reaches $10, the bot will actually remind you, send you a notification that your fuel fee already reached 10. Please get ready to actually recharge. Now, if you ignore this notification and it goes down to $2, your bot will stop working. Now, this is another problem we are facing, okay? Because previously they were doing manual, now they do automated, and they see their fuel fee is actually depleting very fast. And when it depletes and hit the 2, the bot stops, and now your profit is affected. All right, never make this mistake, please. All right, so make sure you have sufficient amount of fuel fee. Make sure you have the sufficient amount, and make sure you recharge every time it reaches $10. Because the problem is this: once you hit $2, you are not only need to recharge, you also need to cancel sync and sync strategy once again. Can you see that? Or else the bot won't operate. So why do we need to go through all this, all this unnecessary thing if we just make sure the fuel fee is enough? Can you see that? So this is important, okay? So this is a common notification as of fuel fee is depleting. Now for sync strategy, ensure the fuel fee are sufficient at all time. So recommended, okay, recharge your RQ asset wallet immediately when you see this notification. Now, if $2 or below, you have to cancel sync and sync strategy once again. And please understand, okay, these are some important notes. When you want to transfer from Binance or Huobi, right, make sure you transfer using TRC20 network protocol. And the fuel fee, once reach $10, system will notify to recharge. Once reach $2 or below, the bot will stop trading. All right. So please be very cautious of this. I don't want to see any bot stop trading, because if you stop trading, that means you got $2 and below. And then you have another problem because you need to cancel the sync and sync once again. All right. So please take note of this information. So these are basically the 4 important FAQ. I think these are the 4 common problems that we always go through in the group. And I'm going to put up the slide, this slide, okay, later on in the group so that everybody can actually go to the pin message. So whenever you have a problem, go to the pin message in the Telegram. You will be able to see the answer there. And also those of you who are listening to me, you can help me out, okay? So if our team have this problem, right, you can actually direct them immediately to the pin message and ask them to read from the pin message itself, all right? So I think I will stop here for a while. I just want to take a few questions, a few clarification if there is, before we proceed. All right, let's go on. Okay, great. Now, okay, I will just make sure that those of you raise, I think the first person who has been raising their hand since the beginning is Eva, right? Is Eva there? Eva, are you there? Okay, Eva is there. Okay, let me take Eva first because she has been like, wanting to actually.
Hi.
Okay, okay. Yes, Eva.
Thank you. Hi, Didi. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the sessions. They are awesome and they give us so much information. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so I have this question about changing from previous strategy and wanting to reduce number of coins. That is like changing the trader, isn't it? Because you're changing the strategy, right?
You are changing the strategy. That's right.
Correct. So what I did was to put the coins in one shot, I shouldn't have done that, right? I should have just waited.
Actually, you don't have to do anything. You just have to go to the strategy page and change your FOA and your NOC.
So that was all.
That's all.
Okay, okay, so I messed up. That's why I'm still
so
there.
It's no worries. You can go back again and change back the setting. Follow the the 3 checkpoints. But I think you might have problem with your sub-bin mode.
Okay, so sub-bin mode, and when you want to recover the, when you want to get out of a coin faster and not losing money. So which would be the best way, with sub-bin mode or sub-bin mode real time?
No, if you follow SYN strategy, that is a sub-bin mode real-time settlement.
Okay.
All right. I don't change anything. So, but sometimes because some people will manually interfere, they go and change to sub-bin mode. But the thing is that please understand that when the trades are in the sub-bin mode, right, you cannot do manual replenishment. All right. So don't do manual replenishment when your trades are in the sub-bin mode. Manual replenishment only when the trades are in the warehouse mode. Okay, please understand. Right. That's why if people go and do manual replenishment when it is a sub-bin mode, you don't see anything. Because remember, okay, let me just tell you all one secret. In the sub-bin mode, there is no averaging. In the sub-bin mode, there is no averaging. The averaging only happens in the warehouse mode. So when you see your percentage, right, let's say minus 5%, the minus 5% is from the average price at the sub-bin mode all the way down to the current market, from your warehouse average price to the current price, not at your sub-bin.
Oh, okay.
So if you see minus 10, minus 10 is from your warehouse average to the current price, not your sub-bin. So your sub-bin can be probably 2%, 1%, but the total average price different from the current price is actually comes from your warehouse. So when you go and do manual replenishment, your manual replenishment averaging only take place based on average price at the warehouse, not your average price at the sub-bin mode.
I see. Okay.
All right. So that is the reason why people go and do manual replenishment, and it's stuck there because the market has not gone up to the warehouse yet. All right. So you see I think if you ask me, right, I think I probably need to feedback this to the company, because I think basically what the company is thinking with the algorithm is that once you SYN strategy, you shouldn't touch it. All right. That's what the company that's why the company is doing, because if you SYN strategy and you touch it, right, it doesn't mean SYN, right? It doesn't mean copy trade. You see that? So that's the reason why once it is SYN, right, they don't expect anyone to go and do any kind of manual intervention. So,
they shouldn't allow you.
Yeah, so those of you who want to SYN, right, you have to make sure you understand this, because once your trades are already in the sub-bin mode, you cannot touch it. So if you want to touch it, right, I would advise you don't do SYN strategy. You go and do your own manual trades. But even if you do your own manual trades, make sure you don't activate the sub-bin mode. So you need to be very careful on this, okay? Because most people don't know how this sub-bin mode and the warehouse features actually work. All right? But nevertheless, Eva, I think what you need to do is just go and basically cancel SYN and put the new FOA and NOC and then re-SYN again. And one shot, you change it back to everything to cycle again. And after that, for the sub-bin, I think you can't do much unless some of your coin is in the sub-bin instead of sub-bin real-time settlement. For the sub-bin, you can't do much. You have to actually wait. But nevertheless, right, what is going to be the issue is that you won't see profit. All right. Once it is in a sub-bin mode, you won't see profit, although there is profit. profit you will only see once the bot close the whole trade. All right, so that means your profit is delayed. Your profit will come later, okay, and that can take few hours, few times, even few weeks. But your profit
yes,
right? But your profit is there. So that's why I don't use the sub-bin, because I use the real time, because you see, today's market, today's price. I don't want to get my profit later. All right, because if the market goes down, then I lose, right? My profit. I want to close it real time. That is it. Simple as that.
Awesome. Okay? Awesome answer. Thank you so much.
So that is important. But nevertheless, Eva, remember we have a meeting tomorrow. You must be there.
Cool. Thank you.
You will get your answer there tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much, Eva.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Lawrence, are you there?
Yes. Hi, JD.
Hi, Lawrence.
I have two questions, and these are related to margin calls.
Okay.
Okay. So my first question is, I have hit the maximum 9 margin calls, and then the bot just waited. So my question is this: I want to go down to 13 margin calls because I have sufficient funds. How would I do that?
At this moment, right, we don't actually, for the scene strategy, we only ask the people to either what they can do, right, is that for the scene strategy, you leave it at 9, so, and wait for the market to rebound. But you can actually do the 13 margin call if you have sufficient fund.
I do. But
yeah, so if you do have a sufficient fund, you can actually do 13 and 9 at the same alongside. So you can
but that will be a new coin.
That's right. That will be a new coin.
Okay, so I cannot do anything to my existing coin until it closes.
Until it closes, that's right.
Okay, got you. Now, the second one is, I think the error message that whenever you have insufficient funds, it also stops the margin call. Is that true?
Yeah, that is by design.
Right. That the button in the trade says it changes from stop margin call to start margin call.
Yes.
So when I pump in sufficient funds, I can go back there and just click start margin calls. Would that be right?
You are right, especially, right? Let's say, for example, if your call is still at 7 and then you have insufficient fund. All right. Yes. So if you add more fund, you can actually go and activate it back.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. But please understand, if the bot goes to 9, once it hit the 9, it will then actually stop the margin call there. If there is no sufficient fund again. Okay. But as long as you have sufficient fund and it hit 9, it won't trigger the notification.
Great. Okay. Right. Thank you so much.
All right. You're most welcome. Okay, we have, who is this? PC iPhone. Are you there? PCs, right? Are you there? Yes.
Hi, I'm here.
Yeah, where are you from?
Yes, I can hear. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, it's been nice hearing you and learning more about the sinking system. My question is, I've been trading manually by myself based on some strategy I've gotten from the person that introduced us to Royal Q. But right now, with what I've learned from you, I want to ask, do I need to hand all the coins I've been trading on to go into the sync with your team? What do I do with the old if I want to come in with the sync strategy?
Actually, the bot allows you to do hybrid. You can still have your manual while actually you sync strategy with Jdwinner. So you can do your manual, but the thing is that when you do the sync strategy, make sure that your manual trades doesn't affect the total trading fund that you allocated for the sync strategy. That's all.
Okay, so if I want to go in now, all I do is just implement what you just taught and select one coin or two coin and put the right amount in my Binance spot.
That's right, absolutely. So if let's say you want one coin, it's 155. All right, so you have 155 and make sure you don't touch the 155. That will only open up a sync strategy for one coin. So if you want to do your manual trade, make sure you don't touch this 155. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. You
You're
sure
most
will have
welcome.
a great team in Nigeria.
Most welcome. God bless you. All right, that's great. Awesome. Now we have Sunil. Yes, Sunil. Sunil Patel. Sunil, are you there?
Yeah, doctor. Hi.
Hi, Sunil.
Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm Sunil from India. Yeah, I and my friends are syncing with your strategy for almost a month now.
Okay.
I've been in 1 and 2, and now you did the silent. So I'm almost going through. I have one question. Royalty allows me to bind 2 exchanges. That's Huobi also and Binance. Can I do it same time? Can I open an account in Huobi and Binance and sync it with you?
Yes,
together?
absolutely. Absolutely, no problem.
And can I do in Binance, I do with you, and in Huobi, can I do with other person? Is
Yes,
that also allowed?
Absolutely.
Oh, great. Great. So I'll go and open up. I'll go and open up.
All
okay,
right.
I'm keeping patience. The market is going coming down, going up. The normal average I see right now is somewhere around 5%, almost a month is happening. Is that true?
I can't
so will
say.
that be increasing?
I think it will be increasing because I think probably it's just because of the market. So we are seeing the result, but I think if the market goes up, we will see better result.
Okay, and few are my coins which were in my version 2. The 2 coins are left over there with margin call hit for 9, and your bot has, the sync has picked up another 2 coins.
Okay, that's
is that okay?
It is fine. It's absolutely fine because the bot will actually automatically detect your trading, and then the bot will do the necessary. I think I do have some people who've been running 9. The bot open up automatically after, I think, close 1 or 2, and then automatically open the 13 calls.
Right. With the new coin, it has opened 13 coins. So I don't need to touch the old coins, right? I don't need to touch. Great. Thank you so much.
All right, you're most welcome. Okay, great. John Osuzua, are you there? Okay, I want to take probably 2 or 3 more, and after that, I want to go through the API binding, all right? Very quickly with all of you. Yes, John?
Okay. Yeah, hello, doctor. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm new to the system. I just joined last week. I actually want to ask, my USDT in my Binance, if I've started with a number of capital, do I need to, if the number of the USDT in my Binance account is increasing, is it compulsory for me to go and change my FOA and NOC? For example, I have a $2,000 capital and probably somebody sent me more USDT. Does that affect my trading in both?
No, it won't affect. Okay, it won't affect. Actually, if you have more USDT, example, right? Let's say you have $2,000 and then you have extra another $155. Let's say you can go and add another 1 more coin in your sync strategy.
Okay. It has to be $155 before I can add 1.
That's right. So now this is a good question. Okay. Now please understand. All right. The bot doesn't compound automatically for you. So all your profit will actually return to your spot wallet. So let's say, for example, right, you start with $1,100, you can open probably 7 coins. Now, as you run this coin, let's say 1 month and 2 months, and you make a profit of 155, you can actually you can actually edit your SIN strategy from 7 coins to 8 coins the next month, because you have extra another 155. So this is how you do compounding. All right.
Okay, yes, okay, please. And I noticed my capital from $2,000 when it starts running in the board, it's less. So there is when the market closes, does my capital return to the normal the rate capital I started with, or the bot automatically picks another coin and keep on trading? I will never ever.
No, the bot will keep trading for you because the SIN strategy is running 24/7.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, so if you really want to actually see your real profit or your real value in your Binance, is when you actually close all your trades in your bot. Okay. All right. Great. Awesome. Now let's move on. Patrick, are you there, Patrick?
Yeah, thank you so much, Doctor, for this brilliant submission. I just want to, to send out a vote of thanks to you, Doctor. Just to appreciate you for all the knowledge that you've shared with us and your transparency. I think this is the only strategy that I've joined whereby you get to understand crypto and also how these, strategies work in more detail. So yeah, I just want to appreciate you for that. And just to say that you've saved me a lot of, fees in training, a lot of time that I would have wasted in trying to understand trades. And right now, I really don't even bother to go and look at how to trade and, buy and sell crypto. Right now, I just think to this strategy and I'm good with it. So thank you so much for your time and for sharing your knowledge.
Awesome. Truly appreciate that, Patrick. God bless you. Really honor this kind of compliments. I think this is the only reward that we're waiting for, just the compliment. Thank you so much. God bless you. Also, right, if any one of you here already using the SIN strategy, resilient, especially the resilient 13 calls, it will be good, all right, to share your result, let others also hear how those resilient strategies working. All right, that will be awesome. Udoka, are you there? Udoka, are you there? Okay, I think it's not there. Okay, Fatsal, are you there, Fatsal? Fatsal? Fatsal, are you there?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Hi. Hello to you.
Good, sir. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you once again for today. We appreciate. And I just have, I think, just one question.
Sure.
I noticed something when I was trying to, convert all the little coins to, BNB. I noticed something that a part of the coin that was actually trading on my Royal Q was actually included, but I think it was a DOTS form of it that was included. So I wanted to ask, is it okay was it okay for me to, go ahead and include it to convert it to BNB? Or being that the coin is trading on that, you believe I shouldn't touch it?
Yeah, you shouldn't touch it until that coin is closed.
Okay, so the question I also have is this: why did it actually reflect when the coin was actually running, and being the fact that the value that was reflecting there was so little compared to what was actually trading?
No, I think that is just the protocol of the exchange, how it works. But the thing is that the dust is a very, very tiny, percentage. So normally, right, if those people who are trading a smaller amount of capital, they will wait probably 1 week or even a month to collect the dust before they convert that to, BNB.
Okay.
Because a smaller amount is really insignificant if you want to really convert. And also you have to be very careful never to touch any dust over there that where the bot is actually running. You see what happens,
yeah,
right?
That's true.
What happens is that does happen because of the standard exchange amount when they actually close. Example, right? When you talk about when the bot opens the trade, we have what we call a slippage allowance. So the bot doesn't open at $10. The bot opens at $10.60 or $11. So in the same manner, when the trades are closed, it never closes exactly because the exchanges have a minimum amount to close. So when they close at that minimum amount, there will be a slippages, and that actually a spillover, which we call dust. So, and that will actually still be in the asset, not in the USDT. So the one that is converted is only USDT, but the one that is left over is still in the asset.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's right. So that is how it works, basically. So that is basically standard exchange, how the exchange works, because they can't close exactly at certain full price because they have a certain standard price to close the trades.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, sir.
All right.
Thanks for your hard work, sir.
Most welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great. Probably just one more. Okay, Anji Baputa, you there, Anji? Just one more. Okay, I want to go to the API after this, and thereafter I can open up the question session again. Yes, Anji.
Yep. Yeah, JD, are you able to? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, these I can say it is out of a box of Royal Q. Just I would like to add some funds to Binance. So because right now I am using P2P. So by P2P, just I am taking that through because I am from India. I am through convert INR to USD. Then just I get the amount from P2P persons. Okay. Is there any other way to take the deposit money to Binance? Is there any other way without charges? Is there any better way? I would like to know from you.
I'm not so sure because I'm not from India. So, but I think if over my site here previously we use P2P if you are using Binance, unless you have Remitano or you have other exchanges that you can buy USDT, then you can use that. But the thing is that when you transfer the USDT, make sure you use a TRC network. Okay, not the ERC. For ERC, you will pay $10 the fees. For TRC, you will pay $1 fee.
$1 is for transaction. Is it for amount?
For the transaction fees. But if you're using ERC20, the transaction fees is $10, 10 times. So just be careful on that.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, JD.
All right. Okay, great. Let me just stop here for a while. Okay, let me, I think, run through the API. I'm not so sure how many of you are aware of the current, announcement by the company. Let's just get to the bot. All right, so if you go to the bot, right, you go under the mine and then you see Royal Q feedback. So under the feedback, you will see the latest announcement. Can you see that? RQ have adjusted. Click that. All right, so you can read over here, okay? But if you look, right, actually they have given you the steps here, okay? The steps here. So what they are trying to say is this. Remember, okay, the RQ IP address that they were using, okay, will be expired because Binance have an issue in Singapore, all right? Because of this issue in Singapore and so on, they are actually reapplying back the IP address, so they have to change the IP address. Now, before I go into this, right, let me just quickly also explain to the people, because some people don't really understand about API and IP address. Okay, let me just quickly give you an understanding. Now, the API is basically for the bot to integrate between the bot and the exchange. All right, so in order to trade, the bot have to integrate. So that integration happens through API. Now, and then we also have for the security, okay, for the security reason, you have the IP address. Now, this IP address is very important, okay? Now, if you don't have the IP address, you only have the API, okay, the secret key and the private key, right? That is the API. Now, if you have API, but you don't have the IP address, sometimes, right, because of the phishing scams and so on, you can experience unusual activity in your Binance account or your Huobi, and suddenly you will see that your fund is actually getting lesser or been manipulated. Now, to prevent this problem, okay, I'm not saying this problem will not happen. It can happen because if you go and visit the phishing sites and so on, you are actually going to make your device vulnerable. So be careful of that. Now, in order to mitigate this issue, right, the company say, okay, fine, we know this problem can happen. So we're going to allow you to use the IP group. Now, why is it? Simple. Now, in the event, if the phishing scam or any unusual activity happen in your board, you can trace back to which IP address that actually caused that unusual activity. All right. So that is the reason why we have a group of IP address that was given, so that with this IP address, you will be able to track. All right. So you can go to Binance and ask them, who actually caused this unusual activity? So the Binance can actually check on the IP address and exactly tell you from which IP address does this unusual activity happen. So I think that is a brilliant, okay, a brilliant, action or brilliant way how the company, okay, Royal Quantitative is actually helping the users. All right. So please take note of that. So that is the reason why. So that's why they ask us to quickly, all right, to quickly actually reapply the IP address. All right. So please understand that. Now, to do that, okay, if you look, right, they have given you a clear step-by-step here. Number one, open the Royal Q API binding page. Number two, copy button to copy the IP group. All right. Number three, open the API page of your Binance or Huobi. And then create a new API, check transaction permission. Now, can you see that? They ask you to create a new API. All right. So what you're going to do is that you create a new API. That's all. Some people worry, oh, if I create a new API, what happened to my current? Nothing will happen. You just have to follow the instruction that they tell you. And on top of that, right, please understand, normally, okay, like me, I'm trading with API. I change my API every month, okay, because of safety, because of security. So every month I will change. Some exchanges, they only allow you to use the API for probably 3 months. And after 3 months, your API will expire. And then you have to create new API. So this process is a common process. All right, so please take note of it, okay? If or else, right, you get confused over time, okay? Don't get confused. This is a normal process, all right? So now let's just get to it, okay? And I'll show you exactly how to do it. Sorry, okay? Don't raise your hand, okay? Wait for a while. Let me finish this. After that, you can raise your hand, all right? Now, if you get back to the board, okay? First thing, right? Just get to your board under the home. Now, under the home, you will see up here is your API binding, right? So click the API binding. So once you click, you will see Binance, right? So you click the Binance, Now, can you see, where do you get the new API group binding? Can you see here? This is all the address. So they ask you to copy, all right? So you need to copy this group address. They already changed it. This is the new one, all right? So this is the new one. So you only need to copy this. Now, let me get back into my Binance. All right, so this is my Binance over here. All right, so now I'm using a browser, okay? I'm not using an apps, okay, because I'm doing the presentation. So, but the concepts are similar, okay? So please take note of that. So under the apps or the browser, you will see the avatar, right? So you click the avatar. If you go into the apps, you will see under your menu, okay? You will see more, right? Click the more. Click the more if you are using the apps. And when you click the more, you will see the API management. So if you're using the browser, you click the avatar there, okay, your profile. So at the profile, you will see API management. Click the API management. All right, so now you can see I have 3 bots, okay, 3 bots here connected, okay, to my Binance. So I want to basically replace my API. So when I want to replace my API, now I am going to do for JD Wealth. Can you see that? JD Wealth. So what I'm going to do, right? I am not going to do anything here. I'm going to create a new one. Can you see that? I don't want to touch the old one. So I'm going to leave the old one. And later on, I'm going to delete the old one. So while I'm doing the new one, the old one will still be running as it is. All right, so I'm going to create a new one. So how do I do that? So I just go to up here and I do a new one. Okay, so this will be JD Legacy. Okay, new IP group. Okay, new IP group. So that is my label. So I'm going to create. All right. And then you have to go through the same process, right? There are 3 layers of verification: email verification code, phone verification code, and then the Google Authenticator. So let me just get each of these done. Okay. Just hang on for a while. Okay. For the email, let me just get these things. Okay, just a moment, all right? I will open up for any questions and so on. Okay, 652. I just want to go through this, and this is recorded so everyone can watch. Okay, 652-821. And my phone verification, 668862. And my Google Authenticator. Okay, make sure, right, you have a proper layers of security, okay, for your Binance account. Okay, so I'm going to submit. So you can see API is created, right? Now this is my new API which is created. Okay, you can have a look at this. Okay, you can even go and try to copy. Okay, because I'm going to delete this after I do this this demo. Okay, because I'm not going to use this because everyone can see the secret key, right? All right, so don't worry about it. Now, what I'm going to do here, right? You go back into the bot. Okay, get back into the bot here. Now, in the bot, right, what I want to do, I want to replace. Don't unbind, okay? Don't need to unbind. Just replace. Click the replace button here. So once you click the replace, can you see that? Now it's requesting you for the new API key and the new secret key. So what do? You get back into your Binance, and now you copy, right? Copy the API, get back into your bot, all right? Get back into your bot and then paste it over here. All right, paste it over here. Then they're asking you for the secret key. So you get back into your Binance. All right, copy this. All right, copy this whole thing there. Okay, copy and get into your bot. All right, and paste it over there, your secret key. All right, now, before you proceed, okay, the next process, you need the IP group binding. Can you see that? So you need to copy the IP group binding from here. So click copy. Okay, confirm. So you go back to your Binance over here. So once in the Binance, what you need to do, can you see at the bottom here? Okay, we want to edit the restriction. So we click edit. So once you click edit, all right, make sure, okay, make sure you see here, okay, enable reading. You must enable the spot and margin trading. Don't forget that. But you can see by default, okay, enable withdrawals is by default is restricted. So means the bot can have no authority or authorized to actually access your fund. All right. Now, the IP, where do you put the IP? Can you see IP access restriction? So we go for the restrict access to trusted IP only. This is recommended. Can you see that? So even Binance recommend you to do that. If you use the unrestricted, it's less secure. So we click this. Now, once you click this, you need to paste the group IP over here. That's all. Now, don't forget, once you paste, click the confirm. Click the confirm. Can you see that? And thereafter, you go and save it. All right? Don't forget that, okay? This is where people forget. They forget to confirm, they forget to save, okay? Save it. So once you save it, you put the authenticator again to authorize this transaction. Okay, that is it. You will see edit API is successful. All right. Now let's get back to the bot. So you get back to the bot. Now we need to get the verification code. All right, verification code for this. So let's check the verification code. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay. Verification code is in. So let me just key in the code here. All right, and then make sure you click I have read. Okay, I have read carefully, and then you click the bind. All right, click the bind. Okay, that is it. Can you see that? Bound successfully. That is it. So now this is basically the whole process. All right. the whole process, how you actually do your API. Can you see? So what I'm doing is very simple. So now if I get back to my Binance, what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete the old one. Okay, the old one. I have the old one here, JD Wealth Maker. I'm going to delete it. That is it. Simple. So I don't need to worry about the old one because I already recreated the new one. So it is the same process how you do the new API. Can you see? That is the same process. Okay. So I don't know why sometimes people confuse their life. Okay, because they go and do it in the existing API and so on, right? So that is where they actually created the problem, right? So I think this is the simpler way to do it, and it doesn't disrupt any of my trade. Can you see? All my trades are still running, okay? Are still running, and there is no problem to it, right? So that is a simpler way, okay? How to actually do your API, all right? So let me just stop here for a while and then open up for any questions. Okay, great. Awesome. All right. I hope that is clear. Anyone else have any question to ask? Let me just make sure everyone's hands is down, and then you can put up your hand once you have a question there. Okay. Anybody else want to, ask any question before we actually end this whole thing? Yes, Florenzo, are you there? I hope you were blessed, okay, with this, what to say, educations, okay, because it's always important to educate the team. So I hope you are blessed with it. Yes, Florenzo.
Hello, hello. Well done, Dr. JD.
Yes, greetings to you.
We are very grateful for the enlightenment. And may God give you the strength to deliver more.
Amen, amen.
Please, I just want to find out, when is your next mentorship for the second batch? When is it coming up?
I think we will be announcing it probably very soon because we just completed our first batch. So we will be announcing it very, very soon. Just wait for the announcement. All right?
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Okay, great. Awesome. Now, Mary, are you there, Mary?
Yes, I am there. Thank you very much, Jdwinner.
Sure.
Actually, my question is, I've seen the whole process, how you handle the API replacement binding for the new app that Reactive gives. Well, my question is, I've actually done it, but it's not the same way you did it right now. Well, how can I solve the problem? It's affecting my trading.
Sorry, once again.
I said, how can I resolve the issue? Because I guess it's affecting my trading. I didn't actually do it the way you did it. What I actually did was to edit the old one and replace it with the new one. I didn't create a new API.
No, it's not a problem. What you can do is that you can actually you can actually go and redo again as how I have actually shown you.
Okay.
So there is no problem. Don't worry too much about this kind of things, right? Actually, it doesn't really affect much, but just make sure you go and do it. And the company given you deadline up to 26th of this month. So make sure you do it as soon as possible, right? Because the IP address is very important to prevent any kind of unusual activity in your Binance, because sometimes there can be a phishing attacks and so on. Okay, just take note of that. So just follow the simpler process, because I like to simplify things. I don't like to complicate things. So for me, right, because I used to keep changing API, so I do this all the time. So I think it's much simpler way to get things done rather than go and edit what you already have, because even if you replace it, there's nothing wrong about it. Okay, you don't lose anything, all right? So I hope that helps.
Okay.
Okay, great. Yes, Melka, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Thank
you so much. Thank you so much for your presentation. I just want to find out, this method only apply for the older people? Like, let's say, for instance, I've registered a new account on the weekend. Does it affect the new person that is coming in? Like, do you have to do it? or it's just for
are you
those
referring to the API?
Yes, the API, sorry.
No, the API is very simple. Just look at the date of the announcement. Anything before the date of the announcement have to do it.
Oh, all right.
Right?
It's
If you do after the announcement, you got no problem. You are doing the right thing.
All right. So then, and one last question, I think, for the security, I see you're using an authenticator. Do I have to have that authenticator on my phone?
Yes, absolutely.
With the new,
please do that.
With the new API, is it safer to use an email and a phone as my security, or the authenticator is a must do, or is it safer?
If you ask me, authenticator is always a safer option.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, great.
All right, thanks.
Okay, great. Who else? I'm trying to get new people here. The one already. If you already asked question, probably you want to raise your hand, lower your hand. Irene, are you there?
Yes, Dr. I'm here. Yes, Doctor.
I can hear you.
Now, I wanted to find out how exactly do I know the number of coins that have synced in your strategy, because I have synced in other strategies before, and I once sold manually, but the last strategy I did was JD2. But now I'm confused in my bot. I'm not sure how many coins are running under your strategy JD2.
I think we don't know that, but if you JD 2.0 is actually 9 calls. So if you see there's a 9 calls, that would probably be Jdwinner.
And does it have to have the sync strategy rectangle?
Yeah, everything will have a sync. Everything will have a sync strategy. Indication up there.
So the ones which are actively running are the ones on my homepage on the bot, or
yes,
where?
Yes, on the homepage, absolutely.
So if I sync to 4 and I am only seeing 1, what does that mean?
That means the bot didn't pick up the rest of it. So you can cancel sync and resync once again. And if you still have the same problem, probably you have to feedback to the support.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're most welcome. Okay, great. Andrew, are you there, Andrew? Andrew?
Yeah, yes, I'm here. Thank you very much, JD.
Most welcome.
Yeah, beautiful presentation. Okay, a quick one now. I did the 2.0 when we are using the 9 margin calls, and I made some profits on revenue. I did a conversion to take down the profit because I needed the money for something urgent. And then I started again with the process, but it's still showing the previous total amount on the revenue dashboard. How do I reset it so that when I start off with a new trade, it will start all over again to start calculating? Because I keep seeing the previous total profit generated on that dashboard for the revenue.
No. I think you might be mistaken here, because the revenue in your bot is a record. It will be always there.
Okay, so it keeps adding to that. It keeps adding to it, but it doesn't tell the true picture of the profit I've made.
No. I think you are mistaken, because you must understand what is in the board is your real profit that was closed in profit. But what is in Binance may not reflect the real amount of your profit, because your assets are still trading. So if you want to see your real amount in Binance, you have to close all the assets that is currently trading in the board. Then you will be able to see the real amount. So when when the assets are still trading, you will not be able to see the real amount. But your real amount in USDT is already recorded in the bot. So from the bot, you may see like you got $100 profit, but that doesn't mean The $100 you will be able to see in Binance, probably in Binance will be $90 because some of your assets are still floating.
Okay, so what if you don't have any coin running? You don't have any coin running and it's still showing an amount there. So my thinking was that if you don't have any coin running,
in your bot will always show because that is your revenue record. Your revenue record will always show that because that is your daily profit and also your cumulative profit. You can eliminate that. That is how the company wants to actually wants us to see our daily return. So if you have no trades running, your daily return will be zero, but your cumulative is still will be there.
Okay, it will still be there. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. How can you remove that? And we want that information because we want to know what is our cumulative profit over time.
Over time. Okay. Okay.
That is important. Fine. So don't confuse yourself between the bot and Binance. This is where most people confuse themselves because they say that I make a profit, but where is the profit in Binance? There is a profit, but you won't see that while all the assets are still running because everything is still averaging and everything is still floating. All right. So I hope you understand that.
Yes. Yes. Clear. Thank you. Thank you, Judy.
All right. Great. Modi Kang, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Is it possible for you to send me the recorded process?
Yeah. The recorded will be posted in the Telegram group after the meeting.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're most welcome.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yes, Andrew Molero, how are you doing there?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
And thanks for this session again.
Most welcome.
I don't have a question, but quickly, I just wanted to share my experience, which might help those who are trying to select coin on 2.0.
All right.
So for all the older guys like myself who were previously on your sync strategy of 1.0 and wants to move to 2.0, right? You might be getting, because I heard someone say just now as well, that you select coins, but when you go back to the home page, you don't find a new coin selected, right? So I had this issue for weeks and I finally resolved it. The issue is, let's say you still have 2 coins trading under 1.0, right? But you want to select 3 coins in 2.0. Are you getting me? If you put your first, number of coins, sorry, your NOC, if you put 3 there, you may not find any new coin. But what happens is, because you already have 2 trading and you want 3 coins newly, you need to put your NOC as 5. So when you go back to your homepage, the 2 old coins of 1.0 will still be trading. And then you will see 3 new coins under 2.0, the sub-bin mode. I don't know if that makes sense. And if you could just test it out, and I think it's going to help a lot of people having that issue.
Yeah, all right. I think the FAQ just now already highlighted that issue, and I think you have already confirmed that. Thank you, Andrew. Truly appreciate that.
Thanks, Doctor.
Most welcome. Okay, great. We have Agama. Are you there, Agama? Yes.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi.
Doctor. You did the API binding for Binance the replacement of the new API address for Binance. What about that of Obi? We want you to give us the practical aspect.
Same thing. Huobi is also the same thing. Actually, Huobi will be much simpler.
Okay.
Okay, but you see the concept is the same. All that you need to do is just go and replace your API and then copy the IP address from the Huobi at the bot and paste it into the Huobi exchange. That's all. It's very simple.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, you're most welcome. Okay, great. We have Femi. Femi, are you there? Femi, are you there? Femi, you may unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself. You cannot unmute yourself. Or you are not asking any question. Okay, sorry. I think that's all the question we have then. All right, I have some chats here. Sir, I am from Singapore. Since got new rules in Singapore that not allowed to trading using Binance. Okay, how you suggest? Go for Huobi. That's all right? You can't do much, right? If your government don't allow you to use Binance, then go for Huobi. That's all, right? So by 26, if you have any trades in your Binance, make sure you clear everything and then switch everything to Huobi, right? So I think that is the only way. Okay, awesome. I think that's all the question we have today. Sorry, okay, I'm not so sure those who are raising hands still want to ask question, but I think I am good to answer all the question at this moment. Okay, all right. Team, I would like to really appreciate every one of you. I will put up this. All right, how do you differentiate Jdwinner 1 and Jdwinner 2? All right, Jdwinner 1. Actually, Jdwinner 1, I think, is only the warehouse mode. Right, we only use the warehouse mode. I think maximum is 3 call. Jdwinner 2 is actually the sub-bin mode where we have 9 call. Resilience strategy that I have just upgraded is a 13 call. All right, so that's how you differentiate it, okay? So now I'll try to clear all your previous strategies, okay? So quickly everyone can migrate into the 13, okay? I'll look forward for everyone to be on the 13 because I think that will, I'm preparing you all for the coming crash, all right? The coming crash, okay? We might be expecting some correction. So I'm actually, the 13th strategy, the resilient, for the next correction. Okay, so do get ready quickly on that so that you can sustain the crash that is coming. No one can promise, okay, how many percent a crash can happen, okay, but at least you have a 13 calls, which is 35%, which I think is a good enough. And also most important, right, we want to protect the capital, so means maximum 155, okay. Now the other thing, all right, the other thing I want to also teach the team, all right, I want to teach the team. Now, you might want to take note of these, okay? Very important, especially if you are new, right? Now, what you can do, right? What you can do is that, example, okay? If you want to open, let's say, 10 coins, okay? You want to open 10 coins. Now, what you can do, right? Probably you want to open 5 coins first, okay? Don't go for 10 coins at the one time. So you open 5 coins. Now, when the market actually coming down, then you open another 5 coins later. So in this way, right, you can actually mitigate the risk. So when the market coming down, you have some coin floating, right? Now, in a resilient strategy, even if it is floating, no problem, you will still make profit. But it will be also good, right, to open another 5 new coins later on when the market is down. So you will start to make profit while those coins are still, floating. Can you see that? Now, this kind of strategies or wisdom, right, is up to you. You don't really have to 100% go into 30 coins at once, you see. You can actually start, if you want to do 30 coins, you can go for 10 coins. And after 1 week, you see the market is coming down. Then you go for another 10 coins. Can you see that? So you can plan these things out yourself, okay? So you do not need anyone to tell you actually. So these are basically just some part of your wallet management, okay? Wallet management, your risk management, how you're going to do it, all right? So just to give you some ideas, right? Actually, these are ways how you can manage your own trading. Because sin strategy is still a sin strategy, but you can decide the number of coins. You don't have to go in at once, okay, everything, all right? So this is wisdom, all right? This is wisdom, so you can plan up accordingly. Because every one of you understand, right? The market volatility. Market goes up, market comes down, right? So every one of us understands about it. So we need to do what is necessary, okay? Now, let me take one question here. Micah. Yes, Micah.
Good afternoon, Jdwinner.
Greetings to you.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much
for your wonderful works. And since I understand your tragedies, I always rejoice. I've been doing other networking business, but yours is a wonderful testimony. I'm really enjoying.
Amen.
Every day, I am really profiting on it. Very, very wonderful and interesting.
Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it.
The problem I'm having is I'm trading on Binance and Wobi.
Mm.
In Wobi, once it sells, it will not rebuy again until I will go stop it and re-scrutinize before it will buy again.
Okay, all right. I think probably that has to do with the bot itself. Huobi actually, if you look right, Huobi response time is actually a little bit slower compared to Binance. Binance will actually immediately buy, but Huobi is a little bit slow. This has to do with the integration of the bot with the exchange, right? So I think I would suggest you to quickly update this situation to the support team.
What of the updates?
Feedback this problem to the support team.
Okay, support is always a delay of responding. I've been always be trying, but sometimes I just forgot about it. But I'll still try.
Yeah, actually, support, you have to go back and check under the feedback. You know, normally they will reply.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You don't wait for them, all right? You don't wait because they don't reply to your email. They will reply in the back office. You have to go to the support there and check on the history. You will see the reply over there. All right. Thank you
very much, Jdwinner.
Okay. All right. The other thing, I think we have one question here, right? Someone asking if I come in with 155. You know, I don't really answer this question. Okay, sorry to say, because we don't really guarantee any return. All right. Please understand that. Now, the average we are looking at about 15 to about 30%. But the thing is that, please understand, the higher the number of coins, the higher probability of your profit. Now, just imagine, right? Binance got 70 coins. Out of 70 coins, I'm only actually running 30 coins for the SYN strategy. So I have already streamlined all the coins that I do not want to run, only 30 coins for the SYN strategy. Now, out of the 30 coin, you are only picking one coin. What is the probability of your profit? You tell me. So, but if you pick 7 coin, what is the probability of profit if you are running 7 coin? So definitely the higher the number of coins, the more the probability of profit. This is the law of probability. So if you are doing a SYN strategy, it is all about probability. So if you have a mindset, if I put 1 coin, can I get a fixed return? I think it won't happen, because if that 1 coin is not performing well, how do you expect return? All right. So this is very important information to the team. All right. So that's why when people ask me, what is the best amount to start with? Probably $1,000. You got 7 coins. I think that will probably be the best amount to start. But if you don't have a capital, you start with 155. It's okay. Normally, right, those who start with 155, they just want to test it. And they test it, they're happy with it, then they increase their capital higher and they go for higher number of coins, okay? So please understand it. That's why it's a bit difficult sometimes we want to answer anybody who has a smaller number of coins and expecting a big return. It will never happen, sorry to say. All right, it is very difficult to justify that, right? So I hope everyone understand that, okay? Because or else your expectation is wrong. And the other thing, all right, I mentioned earlier, right, in the opening. Now, please, okay, if you want something fixed, let's say 1% a day or 0.5% a day, I think Royal Quantitative is not the portfolio you should be in. All right, go and find other investment that promise you a guaranteed return every day. Royal Quantitative never do that because we are trading in the real market. So in the real market, there is no promise. Am I right? That's why if I promise that I can give you 1%, I am lying to you. And I don't like to lie before God. Can you understand me? It is not right to lie before God to anybody. That's why we always mention we don't guarantee any fixed return. Now, if the market wants to bless you 5%, why don't you take it? Am I right? So if I tell you only 1%, doesn't make sense, right? So that is important. This is not a ROI program, please. So if you have a ROI mentality and you come here, I think you are in the wrong place. All right. I think you are fine for me to be straightforward. Okay. Because I don't want any one of you to be cheated or any one of you listen to the upline. Your upline is smart, right? They bring you in, they take the referral bonus and they throw you into the sin strategy and I have to clean you up, which is completely unprofessional. All right. So please, if you are introducing the program to somebody, tell them exactly what is it. Tell them there is no fixed return. Tell them we are in the real market, or else, right? I tell you, it's so difficult to explain, and then it just tarnish the name of Jdwinner, and I don't like that to happen. Okay, I don't like that to happen. So people come in, they don't see the results. So what they say, oh, Jdwinner is not good. All right. So I don't like to hear this kind of things. Okay. So please, okay, understand what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to be very open here with the team because expectation of different one is different. Some people come in with one coin and they think that they're going to become a millionaire tomorrow. It doesn't happen in that way. All right. So it's the law of probability. And for the law of probability to work, capital is king. The more capital you have, definitely the more coins you can actually open. All right. So please understand that. Okay. I think this is where the biggest problem happened because of the expectation. All right, that people have. Now, another question, JD, you say with the bot when you put 1,000 on it by 5. Okay, that is a compounding. Okay, that is a compounding. So if you do a proper compounding, okay, let's say you put 1,000. I'm using the compounding calculator. Okay, so you use the compounding calculator. If you get that fixed return, okay, so for you to see that compounding, you need to have that fixed return. So if you don't have a fixed return, then you wait for 30 days, 1 month, and see what is the average return like. Then you can take the average return and do a compounding. But please understand, all right? For the compounding to happen, you need to keep increasing your number of coins. All right? If you don't increase the number of coins, then there won't be any compounding. All right? So as I mentioned, right, if you come in, let's say now 7 coins, you need about $1,100, right? So you come in with a 1,107 coin, and let's say you run for 1 month, you make, let's say, another 155, okay? Just an example. So you have extra another 155. So now what happened? Next month, you can now change your NOC to 8 instead of 7. That is what it meant by compounding. So now, as you every month, right, or 2 months one, you keep increasing the number of coin, what happens to your return? Your return increases, right? So now this, right, this is only for those who don't want to withdraw. Now, if you think this is a monthly salary, right, then this is, you don't do the compounding. Then you want to keep withdrawing your money, so you don't need to do the compounding. All right, so please understand that. All right, so that's basically how it works, right? Okay, on the resilience strategy, please join the Telegram group, okay, and look into the pinned messages. There is video there. And also I will put up this video later on so that you can watch on how to do the scene and so on. Okay. All right. Mike. Yes, Mike. Any question?
Yeah, JD, thank you very much for this fantastic briefing. I draw your attention to your statement a couple of minutes ago where you mentioned that there will be a coming crash. What do you mean by that?
Okay, if you look into the behavior of the crypto market, right, it's already common.
Right.
The fourth quarter, we always, starting from October, the price will go up. And then starting from end of December, January, you will start to see correction. All right, I'm not saying crash, but it's basically correction. So we might expect, because if Bitcoin price goes to 100,000, everybody wants to liquidate. All right, everybody wants to liquidate. Everybody wants to take the profit. So when more people liquidate and take the profit, we will expect correction. So I will say, right, at $100,000, if you have a sin strategy, right, it will be quite a risky sin strategy because it can actually bring the price down probably by 30%. So if the price comes down by 30%, it will even hit your margin call by 12 or 13, right? So, but do you really worry? You don't really worry if you're on sin strategy because at 12 or 30, it will be still making profit for you and market goes up. So, but the thing is that sometimes the correction can even be 50%. So that's why when people ask me, right, doctor, why don't you do 50%? Let me tell you, let me ask you one question. How many percent will it correct? Who knows? Nobody knows, right? So how if the correction goes to 100%? So does that mean that I have to do a sin strategy 4.0 just to cater for the 100%? I think it's ridiculous. So it doesn't make sense, right? So that's why at the end of it, the whole idea is not the number of call or the percentage. It's actually the whole idea is to protect the capital. So if I can protect the capital at 155, I think it's better, right? Because if you go down and your capital $500 or $300 is there, just imagine the nightmares. All right, you're floating there, so your market is going to be down, and you're going to lose your capital. Stuck over there for months or even weeks, and we don't want that to happen. All right, so I hope people understand the way I think and the way I look into the sin strategy. But on the behavior part of it, it is actually a normal trend every year. Okay, that we will see some kind of correction at the end of the year. Okay, Mike. So corrections are based.
Yeah, JD, just add on a little.
Sorry, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, JD, I think if and when a crash or major correction occurs, I think your resilience sync strategy will come in very handy, because with 13 margin calls, you would certainly your resilient sync strategy would be able to cushion most, if not all, of the impact. Because I have been an avid reader or of political events or economic events, having an economic background myself. So just look at the U.S. Political and economic economy. This is my first time in many years that I've seen the U.S. economy, experiencing so many negative elements. Like high unemployment, inflation. Inability to repay even their debts. So. And what happens at the U.S. in the U.S. economy affects the whole world virtually.
That's right.
So it's pretty disappointing, and I'm just afraid that that the whatever happens to the U.S. economy, with people Americans even mentioning that there may be a major crash coming, in the stock exchange, and of course it will happen to the crypto. Hopefully not. But I'm very happy that the Lord has given you, by a master stroke of genius, this 13 margin call strategy to cushion us against that possible impact that may occur. So praise the Lord that He has given you that genius. So thank you so much again, JD. So, but JD, so basically, our focus should be more on your resilience strategy and less perhaps on the manual strategies, isn't it? Because if that major crash or major correction occurs, at least we can rely on your resilience strategy. Don't you think so?
Yeah, absolutely. If you ask me, right, I think that's the reason why I introduced the resilience strategy at the end of September. Because I have already anticipated that this is going to happen the last quarter of the year. Now, I think this is a very important input from Mike and also, right, from the team, because you must understand, right, this is what makes Jdwinner unique, because I don't stay with one strategy forever. And your strategies has to be upgraded according to the market situation. All right, so this is important. Okay, so I think this is a right a right stroke, or as Mike say, right, because we want to make sure, because if I can prepare our team for the coming corrections, I think I'll be very happy. And you know what, you will only see much significant result when this when this market correction happen, because this is what the resilient strategy has actually been designed for. So just imagine, right? Just imagine everyone else are going to see the crash and they're going to actually be floating for months. But here, right, we're going to still make money at 13 calls, at 12 calls, at 11 calls. So I think that will be really awesome. Now, that is the reason why, okay, this resilience strategy was designed, okay? So take advantage of it, okay? The team has to take advantage of it and understand it, okay, from this perspective. So I love when the market actually correcting, not when the market going up. When the market going up, it is very easy. You can make money. But when the market is correcting, actually with the Martingale, with the 13 calls, you will make more money. All right, you will make more money. Actually, you make massive because your position, remember, okay, what does it mean by margin call? Margin call means averaging. What does it mean by averaging? Averaging means that the board is actually averaging the price while increasing your assets. So when the margin call is taking place, the price is being averaged, but your asset value is increasing. So when your asset value increase, what happens when the market actually rebound and recover? Your asset value is huge, okay, your USD value. So you will actually earn more passive. That's why like today, right, you can see the altcoin are actually delivering quite good result when it is actually at the 6, 7, 5 sub-in mode because of what is really happening. Can you see that? So this is just awesome. Okay, so I think if somebody who have eyes, discernment like Mike, probably they understand the design of these 13 calls and why it is designed in that manner. So this is what makes Jdwinner unique. Okay, and also, right, some of you, right, might see that why is it the coins keep changing? Because I am monitoring the market. All right. So I am not someone who just give you a strategy and do nothing and go for vacation. No. I am watching the market. I am changing the coin most often as I can. All right. Because we want to make sure you have, if I can keep changing the coin to the most potential coin, you can actually have much better profiting. Now, sometimes people ask me question, why are you changing the coin? Now, this is how a scene strategy should actually be. All right, should actually be. So I hope the team understand. Okay, these are values we are providing. Probably you can compare with other circles, but I don't like to compare with it. But these are values that I'm providing. So it's up to each individual to study, right, the unique values, and then you can make the decision. Now, which other circle actually have upgraded from 1.0 to 2.0 and to resilient? You tell me. All right, I think Jdwinner is the only one is doing that, not because of problem, but because of following the market trend and getting the team ready for it. All right, can you see that? So this is very, very important, okay? So Mike, I truly appreciate that, Mike, for that input. I think really brilliant. I think that will really add a lot of value to our team too. Thank you, Mike. God bless you. Okay, great. Awesome. Let me see some of the chats here. Can I use BUSDT? No. Only USDT, all right? No BUSDT, please. Okay. Please, how do we go into the resilience strategy? I already mentioned, get into the Telegram group, and then you will go to the pin message. Okay, see the video, and then see the coin selection matrix over there. Okay. Why some coin in the setting distributed and take profit allocation 1.2? Some, okay, all right. So you can see, all right. I think Adam is a good question. That is what I'm doing. Can you see? So when the market is actually, when the ranges of the trades are actually closer, okay, we are talking about the range of trades. So when the range of trades are closer, we change the profit taking to smaller so that they will take profit much faster. When the range is bigger, okay, volatility of the market is much bigger, we change it back to 1.2. Now, can you see that? That change is happening. That is good to hear that because I am actually changing it for all of you. So that is taking place effectively. Can you see that? So I think this is important. So you can see how actively, okay, as a scene provider, how actively I am actually managing this. All right. So now what should you do? Do nothing. I told you already, never touch the trade setting. All right. By right, you shouldn't even go and look at the trade setting. All right. You should just leave it because whatever changes I do, it will take place over there. All right, but you might not see it until the next cycle. Remember, okay, some of it you won't see it until the next cycle. Some of it you will see 1.2. Some of it you will only see after the trade close, then you see 1.1. So I will be keep changing. Even sometimes I will put 1.5 when the market is really bullish. Why don't everybody take more profit? Can you see that? So it's up to me. All right, it's up to me. So you just need to have the assurance that I am doing what is the best for the team. All right. Now, if I leave these things for months and doing nothing, right, I think you get upset, right? You get disappointed that why is the sync strategy provider is doing nothing, right? So I think that is not the right thing to do, right? Please understand that. Now, JD, please, what is the implication of buying another coin less than 110? No, there is no implication. Your implication will be once it hit, let's say, margin call 10 or margin call 9, okay, bot will then notify you insufficient fund. All right, so your margin call will not take place. Now, please understand, okay, once the insufficient fund, your margin call will automatically stop. When the margin call stop, right, it will not go to 10, 11. You lose the profit. You lose the profit, okay, because the bot will have to wait for the price to go up above 9 or above 10, okay? So please don't do that. That's why we encourage you to keep 155, all right? 155. That is the allocation. So when the bot is trading, right, when the market is going up, the bot is only trading with your FOA, which is $10. So the bot trade $10 and then close, open another $10. So you will ask question, why should I put 155 if the bot is only trading 10, right? You are putting 155 because you are already allocating it for the declining market. Please remember that, okay? So don't misunderstand this whole thing, okay? So because this is how the Martingale strategy or the auto replenishment work. All right. So that's the brilliant about Royal Quantitative Bot, because actually this bot is a Martingale strategy bot. It's a bot for the declining market. That is the reason why I decided the resilience strategy. So the bot and the resilience strategy will work together for the declining market. Isn't that awesome? All right. So please understand that. Now, can I convert the coins made for me by the bot in Binance to get more trading capital? Okay, whatever you do, don't touch the coins that you have already allocated for your trading. That's all. That's all. If you have the profit, okay, you want to do whatever is up to you. Never touch the coins that are already allocated, okay, for the bot to trade. If you touch, you see insufficient, and so it's your own problem. All right, make sure you deal with your own problem because you already understand the requirements, right? All right. Now, what's the fate of the uninitiated, not technical, with technical responses? Is the bot not reliable enough for the trading? Sorry, I don't get the question. All right, I don't get the question. All right, because if the trades are not initiated, you don't have enough fuel. All right, enough fuel. So make sure you have enough fuel before you even sync strategy. All right, remember I told you, right? Your fuel must be at least about $10. If you don't have the fuel, your sync strategy will never work. Please understand that. That is the rule of the bot. Okay, the bot will never run without fuel. The bot is like a vehicle. The bot is like a car. If you've got no fuel, the bot cannot, the car cannot go far. Please understand that. Okay. All right. I'm trading 28 coins with Binance, but I'm only seeing 19 coins. I have written to the feedback. Sorry, I'm not so sure. Who are you trading with? Okay, I'm not so sure because if you are trading 28 coins and you have a problem, then please feedback to the support. All right, feedback to the support. Yeah, the fuel money should be in the bot. Okay, I already explained just now. The fuel money should be in the bot. Okay, please make sure. During the transition period, is it possible to have some coins in the bot? Yes, yes, absolutely. Why not? Right? You can have 9 calls at the same time. You can have 13 calls running. That's your own intelligence. So why should you wait for the 9 if you already have extra capital, right? If you have extra capital, why don't you also run the 13 at the same time? Okay, so that's individual brilliance, and that comes back to capital. All right, all right. If someone sync with another team and wish to answer, yeah, no problem. So you can cancel sync first. Okay, you cancel sync, then only you can find Jdwinner. If you don't cancel sync, you won't be able to find Jdwinner. Okay, just take note of that. So whatever old coins that is currently with the other circles, it will continue to run until it closes in profit. Okay, so please understand that. All right, I just synced with Jdwinner this morning. I want to know which strategy I'm. Oh, you are using 13 margin call, resilient strategy. Welcome, God bless you. All right. All right, great. Resign IJD, when you switch new coin, what happened to the old coin? Coins being traded by users. By users? I'm not so sure. Team, please understand, if you have your own coin you are trading, the bot will never select your coin. The bot will bypass your coin. Please understand that, okay? There will be no two trades of the same coin, okay, at the same time. It will never happen. So if you are trading your own, the bot will never select that coin, okay? The bot will bypass and select another coin, okay? So please understand that. All right. My initial capital is 1,000 on JD. When the resilience strategy started 4,000, my profit is still, okay, I'm not going to answer this question, okay? Please check, because the timing of your sync, and also it goes back into, check all the settings, make sure everything is correct. And then it's not the profit. Look whether the margin call is working. If the margin call is working, you are good. Okay, just wait, because when the market rebounds, you will see the massive profit. So whatever you actually didn't see in these few days, you will start to see the profit coming back to you later on. Okay, so please understand that, right? Now, okay, so you mean it's not possible to use two sync team? No, you can't. You can only sync one circle at a time. That is the protocol of the company, okay, the policy. You can't sync two in the same exchange, okay? Example, Binance. If you do Binance, only one. But if you want to do two in the different exchange, like Huobi, you have another circle, and Binance another circle. That one is okay. But in the same Binance, you cannot have two circles, okay? Only one circle. Please understand. All right, I think I already answered that question. I have 10 coins running from Jdwinner. What do you suggest we do for the past 3 weeks? I suggest you be patient and wait. All right, if you cannot be patient, you can sell it at your own loss. All right, it's up to you. That's all. I cannot be telling much about it anymore, right? Because this is common. When the market is down, you have to wait. All right, if you don't have the patience to wait, you can sell it manually, take the loss, or you can actually do the 13 margin call if you have extra capital. So you can choose which one you want to do. All right, you can either wait, you can sell it at a loss, it's your own discretion, or if you have a capital, you start to do the 13 calls at the same time. So it's up to you, right? Okay, great. My initial capital was what I think I already replied this. I don't want to reply anymore. Can I use resilience strategy for BNB token? Sorry, I don't trade BNB token, okay? Because BNB is my fees. Whenever I pay the fees with BNB, I never trade a BNB token. All right, because I don't want to get confused handling the fees and handling the token trading fund. Okay, so that's why you don't find me picking up BNB. So if you are on the resilience strategy, I never trade BNB, I never trade Bitcoin, I never trade SLP, I never trade shitcoin, SHIB, okay? All these four I never trade. So you will never find it in the resilience strategy, because some of you are already upset with SLP, right? Do you know that the SLP price is going up? Do you know that the SHIB is actually going up? How many of you actually have lost that opportunity because you were prejudiced towards that coin? All right, that's the reason why you cannot have any emotional attachment to the coins, okay? Please understand that. All right, great, awesome. Let me see. Just to confirm, Dr. John, when taking the profit, we must make sure the capital is intact, allocated, which is 100. Yes, absolutely, right? Always 155 is there because the bot is continuously running, all right? Always continue. Yes, that's right, Toyun. That's right, Toyun. Can you see that? SHIB is going up by 59%. How many of us missed that opportunity because we were prejudiced to certain coins? See, when it comes to quantitative trading, never judge a coin because the price went down. Never judge the coin. You never know when the coin will go up. SLP, right? Many of you are down with SLP, right? Just wait patiently. SLP will go up again. It's already going up from 0, I think 6 to 9 now, right? So it will go up. It's just a matter of time, all right? All right, okay, awesome. I hope this has been an awesome, awesome day. Thank you for all those questions. I am not a robot, but I can answer you because I know the industry well, and I have been in this for many, many years, all right? For quantitative trading, I'm just a few months there since April, but I know the Martingale, how it works for many, many years. I have been there, so that's why I can answer every question that you are trying to pose, okay? And I understand how the bot actually works. So I hope you are blessed, okay? Because at the end of it, right, apart from the profit, you really need someone who knows about the subject matter, all right? You need someone who knows the subject matter so that every question you answer will be answered, okay? And then you need to make sure, you know, the subject matter are transparent, they are engaging, they are meeting, we are talking. I think this is awesome. That's why I love the Tuesdays, okay? I love the Tuesdays, so we can come and talk, all right? So if you are really blessed, okay, please put something there in the chat room, all right? So that I know that you are really blessed. And also, all right, please get into the Telegram group, tell the people how you were blessed, you know, how you find this whole, Amma meetup, okay? This is our 12th, okay? Just imagine, 12 weeks, okay? 12 weeks, we have been consistently doing this. And I will still continue until we get everybody on the 13th margin call on the resilient strategy. Okay, so I think that's the most important thing. So I would like to say thank you, right, to each and every one of you. Truly appreciate you. I have another thing to attend to, so I have to rush today. All right, so do make sure, okay, do help me out. Okay, please do help me out. If you see anybody asking the same question, right, please answer them in the Telegram group. Please guide them to the pin messages. I think myself and the admin is trying to do our best. But we know sometimes people are emotional. You know, they want answer now. They are demanding from us. Actually, we do not need to do that. Okay, because we are not working for anyone. We are not actually working. What we are doing is serving the people. All right, so don't demand us for answer immediately. Okay, now those of you who are demanding answer, please watch out for scammers and imposters because you are their target. All right. The moment you ask question and you don't get an answer, they will send you information through the back door. Then you receive a private messages, and that private messages using Jdwinner. So please be careful. Now the other thing, right? Jdwinner never offer any professional training. Please, if you receive any kind of messages, private message saying that Jdwinner offering professional trading, and so I never do that. Sorry, okay, I never do that. All right. If I do anything, I will post it in the group for every one of you to be part of it. Okay. I will never send a direct message to anyone in the group. Please understand that. Okay. And we always put up the notice that we never actually private message anyone. All the communication is in the group. That's why if some of you private message me, I never reply you. Why? Why is it that I'm supposed to give you a special privileges where everyone else is actually communicating in the group? It doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense. So if you ever receive a message from me, that means I respect you. That's all. All right. I respect you. I reply you. All right. But you shouldn't continue to do that. All right. You shouldn't, because we already have 7,000. Okay. It's not easy to handle. And every time we are online, we at least about 500 people that are online. All right. So please do help us. Okay. Please do help us. I know the team will grow. And I think once everyone migrated into the resilient, everything will be much easier. All right. Because everyone is on the same page. That will be much easier. So the transition period is definitely going to take some time. All right. The mentorship program, we will advise. Okay. Because of my time, my itinerary, I'm quite busy. I will advise you all. I think the first batch is already completed. We are going to do the second batch. So I will advise you all, okay, very, very soon on the second batch. So these are basically the manual, okay? If you want to learn how to do manual trading, then I'm actually teaching on the mentorship. We have a Jdwinner 10X mentorship program. That is only for the manual, because I know some people, they want to do manual while doing the sim. So if you really want to do the manual, but definitely that comes with the fees, okay? Nothing is free. That comes with the fees. So we will advise you, okay? We will open up and let you know soon. So I'm really, really thankful, guys. Really, thank you so much. Truly wonderful to see all those compliments, you know, all those encouragement that is coming in. Truly appreciate that. And you know that we are doing this out of sacrifice. We are not really bound to do this. We are just doing this because we love what we are doing. I just love this, okay? This is just my life. In the marketplace, seeing people are blessed, right? So that is what we are doing. So do keep encouraging us, okay? Do keep bringing those compliments, and do get back into the Telegram, okay? We will really appreciate that. Get into the Telegram. share this information with the people. And then soon, okay, give me some time. I will edit this video and then I will put up this video in the Telegram group so everyone can watch, okay? So with that, I would like to say thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. And we will catch up again, okay, next week. All right, we will catch up again next week. Let me just unmute everyone so that you can say bye-bye, okay, to everybody. All right, thank you, everyone. God bless you all.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. God bless you all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Wow. From Namibia. Bye-bye.
For the impact in our life. Thank you, Jdwinner. Thank you.